Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and welcome back if you're practicing with me again. Today's class is a 60-minute Vinyasa flow class. It's part 5 of the on and off the mat series of classes. And in practice today we explore the concept of Maitri, which translates from Sanskrit as friendliness, loving kindness and benevolence. And for that reason, this particular flow is a lovely heart-centered flow. And all you need for practice is a folded blanket. And if you are enjoying the classes and you'd like to support me, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. I really hope you enjoy this practice. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice in your most comfortable upright seat. And as you're ready, gently dimming your eyes closed and settle into a place of stillness, letting your focus turn in and inviting your awareness to fall on your breath lightly without adjusting it. Follow your next inhale, your next exhale, and allow your breath to draw you down into your body. Just gradually, peacefully bringing your attention and your breath together. In today's practice, we explore the concept of Maitri, which translates to friendliness or loving kindness from Sanskrit. It's a principle that encourages you to cultivate a compassionate and loving attitude toward yourself and others. And in your yoga practice, it encourages you to be with what is and whatever shows up on your mat as you practice, which could be stress, could be resistance, ambition, maybe even distractions, aches and pains. And the practice asks you to take an open, non-judgmental attitude toward these things. And sometimes this can be a real challenge when we're perhaps more at home with armouring ourselves or closing down when things get tough or uncertain, or we face frustration. And the practice of Maitri asks us to soften instead of resisting, to open our hearts and make friends with the parts of ourselves that we sometimes bully and even despise, and instead show ourselves kindness and compassion. So just noticing now what's present for you in your body in the form of sensations. Observing the pattern of your thoughts. And your emotional landscape, your well-being. Notice any current tendencies, how you're relating to yourself and others at the moment. And without judgment, just simply observing your mind and your body with an open heart. And now bringing the qualities of the heart, inclusiveness, friendliness, compassion into the energy of your practice. We'll take one more deep breath in. One more slow breath out. Gently slide the eyes open. Welcome the light in toward you. And take your hands now to the center of your chest, stacking your hands over your heart space. And on an inhale, float your arms forward and then wide. And as you exhale, take a side bend, lower your right hand to the floor, reach your left arm up and overhead to your right. Inhale, come back to center, arms spread wide. And then exhale, float your arms back, hands touching your heart. Inhale your arms forward and wide. Exhale, lateral stretch to your left. Right arm up and over. Inhale, come back to center, arms wide. And then exhale, return your hands to your heart. Go one more round each way, pairing your movement with your breath. And just staying in touch with the detail of your movement, quality of your breath. And then as you're ready, coming back through center, walk your hands forward and make your way onto all fours. Placing yourself on purpose, your hands under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, your knees stacked underneath your hips. And from here, we're just going to go side to side, actively leaning out into your side ribs, your hips. And then start to include your whole spine, your shoulders, your neck and head. So as you bump out to one side, perhaps your gaze turns out over the opposite shoulder. Just moving intuitively with your breath and expanding your movement to the edge of your body. Now take a full circle, barrel roll your spine, rippling through the side, back, front of your spine. And these first few postures concentrating on creating more space to breathe. So more room for the breath to expand on the inhales and for the muscles to soften on the exhales. Circle back, opposite direction. Just feeling the full circumference of your torso rolling with your breath, opening into the front, the back of your heart space. And then coming back to what feels like neutral for you. And on an inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. On an exhale, curl your knee in toward your nose, round your spine. Breathe in, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, curl, knee to nose. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, hold there, and this time just step your right foot to your hands for low lunge. Getting steady, and when you're ready, walk your hands up to rest on the top of your right thigh. Pressing your left buttocks gently forward to open into the front of your thigh safely, and then feeling the whole footprint of your right foot anchored so you can lift tall through your torso from that stable base. Take 3 more calm breaths. Feeling your breath expanding into your whole shape. And then transitioning into Ardha Hanuman half splits, resting your fingertips to the floor under the shoulders, drifting your hips backward towards straightening your right leg now, firming your right thigh, actively digging your right heel into the mat. Same time you're kind of scissoring it back to engage your hamstrings while they're in that lengthened position. One more full breath in. Exhale, rebend your right knee, hands to your mat. Sweep your right leg back, place your right foot to the back edge of your mat, coming into modified side plank. Kickstand your left foot behind you, land seal your right foot, turn open to your right. Balancing on your left hand, right arm up toward the ceiling. Then send your right arm overhead, same time raise your right leg, balancing here, outer hip muscles working. And then bend your right knee, reach your right hand back for your right foot. So you can either connect your hand to your foot for half bow or just reach back in that direction with that intention. Breathe a full breath in. And then exhale, release, step out to a plank pose. Pause for a moment, just tidy up your shape. And then exhale, lower to your belly for some cobra rolls. Set your fingertips off the side edges of your mat, forward of your shoulders, elbows pointing up. Inhale, ease your way up into a low back bend. Exhale, soften and flow down. Twice more, easing up and rippling down. Breathe in and breathe out. As you're ready, press back to a child's pose, balasana, knees wide, big toes to touch. Softening and releasing. And then walk your hands in toward you now. So come to kneel in an upright position. Bring the knees back to about hip width apart. Option to tuck all 10 toes under, opening into the arches of your feet, or flatten your feet if that feels best. And the other option sounds like torture. Take your a shoulder stretch now. Going to reach the right arm across your body. Hold with your left hand or your left elbow there. And just pause for a few breaths. And you might like to lean your left ear over to your left shoulder as you linger, relaxing your jaw and allowing your mouth to gently part. And then gently release, hands forward to the floor. We'll transition into a forward fold back of the mat. So rolling onto your heels, lift your buttocks and relax your torso forward over your thighs. Let's take a soft bend in your knees, catch opposite elbows. Gently playing with easing your weight forward toward the toes, back toward your heels, finding center. And then release your hands to the floor, walk your way forward into your first downward facing dog. Bike your heels and take any movements that encourage the back body to expand and lengthen. Then take another full cycle of breath in. And then place your knees to the floor, cycle through the opposite side, setting your hands up under your shoulders. Inhale, reach your left leg out behind you. And then exhale, curl your knee to your nose, dome your spine. Again, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Tuck in. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, curl, hold here. And then see if you can just step heel, toe to a low lunge. It's taking a few moments to ground your posture. And then climb your hands up onto your left thigh and enjoy this stretch, unhurried, calm breath. Coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, lengthening into the back of your left leg. And just staying quite conscious of your posture, smiling, your collarbones open, keeping your lungs and your heart space open. And then re-lunge your left knee on your inhale. Then step your left foot back for modified side plank. Pivot your right foot behind you. Land and seal your left foot to the back edge of your mat. Left arm reaches up toward the ceiling. And then pushing down where your body meets the mat so you can feel a little bit lighter, more buoyant. Extend your left arm overhead, same time raising your left leg, flexing your toes, just balancing here. And then bending your left knee, reach back and either take a hold of your foot or aim yourself in that direction. Focus on bowing the length of your spine, nice, even, uniform curve, engaging your buttocks, sandwiching your shoulder blades together to open your heart. One more breath. Exhale, release, ground your shape, step back to plank pose, legs engaged, and then exhale, flow down onto your belly, low cobra, just one here now, peeling your heart high, and then pressing back to a child's pose, buttocks to your heels. Breathe and fill your back body with your breath. And then invite your exhale to spill into a soft belly. Take one more round of breath here. And walk your hands in toward you, making your way into a kneeling position back of the mat. Option to tuck your toes or flatten your feet. And sitting upright, left arm across your body. Hold onto with the right hand or your right elbow. And then just pause and breathe there. Seeking sensation through your upper back. Gently easing your right ear perhaps over to your right shoulder, deepening the stretch. Breath smooth and deep. And then release. Hands forward to the floor, coming into your forward fold back of the mat. Land your feet, hips width apart this time. And with a bend in your knees, wrap your arms behind your legs now. Cross at the wrists. And then thread your hands through the gap of your legs and hold on to opposite shins. So folding yourself a little closer in toward your legs now, a little bit of a shoulder stretch as well. And aim to keep your torso on your thighs. So forward tilt through the pelvis, a bend in your knees to unlock the hamstrings. And then you're creating a little bit of resistance between the shins with your hands to your shins. And then unwrap, walk yourself forward into downward facing dog. Taking a few slow breaths here and a moment to check in. Feeling the quality of your breath, quality of your attention, staying current with all that's arising. And if you catch yourself slipping out of presence at any time, perhaps picking up something on your to-do list or drifting back in memory, just compassionately usher your awareness back. Focus on the moments inside each breath, practicing patience and acceptance with our wandering minds. At the end of your exhale, gaze forward, bend your knees and travel lightly to the top of your mat. As you arrive, hands to shins, lift up halfway. Fold over your legs, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, rise, come to stand, nice and slow, arms overhead. And then hands to prayer, center of your heart. Flowing through 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. I'll guide you through 1 round and then flowing at your own pace, listening to your breath, your body, there's no rush. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, step back to plank pose, pause, greet your shape, take a breath. And then lower slow to your belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra, low, slow back bend. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Just each breath connecting you deeper into your own presence and the felt experience in your body. End of your exhale. Stepping forward to the top of your mat for another cycle. Open and fold with your breath. There's no rush. Come to stand. Sweep the arms overhead. And hands to your heart center. Tadasana. One more round in your own time. Arms overhead. And forward fold. Through your Vinyasa. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Keep navigating your awareness into your body toward your heart space. So you're bringing the qualities of Maitri into your practice, letting go of any self-judgment or comparison. Just practicing being mindful. And being mindful means that we don't just practice habit. We recognize that it's possible that this practice today may feel different from your last practice, and some things may feel easier or harder. Maitri is about being okay with that. So from here we make our way top of the mat as you're ready. Open and fold with your breath. Coming up to stand. Hands to heart. Tadasana, big toes to touch. So we'll continue to move with our breath as we build our flow. Breathe your arms overhead, gazing up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Soften your right knee to the floor. Sweep your arms overhead on your inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reach a little taller, grow long. And then exhale, take a side bend to your left, your version. On an inhale, back through center. And then twist to your left. Tee out your arms and your right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, return to center, reach your arms. And then cactus your arms, open your chest, mild back bend. Swim your hands behind your back, join your hands, lace your fingers. Breathe up toward your chest. And then exhale, release your hands for pyramid pose, fingertips to the floor, raise your hips. And work towards straightening your legs. So you're standing high on the balls of your right toes. Gently ease your left hip back, turn your right hip forward to level your hips. Take 3 more slow, steady breaths together. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out, re-lunge your left knee, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. And through your Vinyasa, lower to your belly. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll keep it rolling on your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, one time, core lunge in the air, curl your knee to your nose. Inhale, down dog splits, right leg straight back. Exhale, step your right foot to your hands for runner's lunge. Take a breath on your fingertips, feel your feet. Exhale and twist to your right, left hand to your mat, circle your right arm up toward the ceiling. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest to your right. Chin toward your right shoulder. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. We're going to step up into Malasana, yogi squat, top of the space, top of your mat. Take your feet wide, toes angle out, heels in, come to sit down in a shape that favors your knees. Just pausing for a few breaths. Pressing your outer feet down to engage your legs. Then palms press flush to open through your chest and lift your heart. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, fold, lift the hips. Drop your head, point the toes forward. Inhale, rise, come up to stand, sweep up. And then lower your hands to your heart. Left side, inhale, arms overhead. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale, chest forward, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Tap your left knee down. Sweep your arms overhead on your inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, side bend to your right. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Send your left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back through center, reach your arms. Then cactus your arms, curl your heart high. Swim your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Take a breath, puff your chest. Exhale, release, pyramid pose, fingertips to the floor, lift the hips. And forward fold over your right leg. Take 3 slow, calm breaths. Re-bend your right knee and step back through a Vinyasa high push-up. Lower slow. Inhale, back bend. And downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, core lunge in the air. Breathe in, down dog splits. Breathe out, left foot to your hands, runner's lunge. Take a breath on your fingertips, chest forward. Exhale and twist to your left, right hand to the mat, left arm up to the ceiling. One more breath in, reach tall. Exhale, release, left hand inside the left foot. Step up, yogi squat. Pausing for a few breaths, your version. And another breath in. Exhale, fold over the legs, parallel your feet. Inhale, rise, come to stand. And lower your hands to your heart. Now take a moment of pause, perhaps closing your eyes. Just feel into the ripple of energy around your heart space you've created, simply moving and breathing intentionally. Blink the eyes open if you had them closed there. Next inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms, chair pose, Utkatasana. Just invite yourself to unwrinkle the back of your neck by looking a little forward and down. Let your arms flank your ears there and sit a little lower into your legs. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep your legs, sweep just your arms back. And then inhale, press to stand, 2 straight legs, sweep up, perhaps a little back bend there. And then dive forward over your legs. Breathe in, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, right foot back into high lunge now. So just moving slow, ground your feet. Knees bent, abdominals draw in as you rise up. Steady your posture on your exhale. Take another breath in. And then side bend to your left. And just stay for another round of breath, finding a new center of gravity, lengthening into your right hip flexors. Inhale, come back through center. prayer and lower your hands to your heart. Transitioning into reverse prayer twist, hinging forward. From your hips, revolve to your left. Hook your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. So alternatively, open your twist for more space. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. So you're practicing discernment, choosing a shape that's friendly, spacious for you, learning to listen and honour your needs. Modifying or taking rest is an act of Maitri in your practice. Return to your high lunge on your in-breath, just for a beat, and then open into Warrior Two. Ground your feet. Keep a long stride between your feet, deepen the feeling of your breath. Let it move through your shape. Reach your arms behind your back, interweave your fingers. On your inhale, straighten your left leg. Pivot your toes toward the long edge of your mat for Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide-legged fold. Take a full breath. Pinch your shoulder blades together, and then take a few breaths to fold between your legs. So you stay mindful of your own edge in this shape. Refining your forward fold without tensing or pushing here, just letting the quality of your breath inform your adjustments. And then release your hands to the floor, breathing in, lifting up onto the fingertips. Exhale, walk around to your left foot and step back to plank on your inhale. Lower to your belly on your exhale. We're going to pause there. Setting up for half bow, Ardha Dhanurasana. Bending your right knee and either reach one or both hands back for your right foot. Inhaling to lift your right leg. Press your foot into your hands. Same time, raise the left leg. Take another breath in. Exhale, release and soften. Pressing back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, core lunge in the air. Breathe in, down dog splits. Breathe out, step to your hands, runner's lunge. Land on your fingertips, breathe your chest forward. Breathe out, Skandasana now to your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. And you may wish to stay more elevated in a side lunge like me, but just choosing what feels best as you move. On your exhale, Skandasana to your right, straighten your left leg. And then just go once more over to your left, right leg straightens. Then turn, flow, face the top of your space and step up. Open and fold with your breath, no rush. Root down to rise, come to stand. Hands to prayer, big toes to touch. Left side, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And pausing for a beat or two. Finding length and nice soft energy around the back of your neck. A deeper seat in your legs. Breathe in here. Exhale, swim your arms back. Inhale, press to stand, straighten the legs, reach up, maybe back. And then forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then left foot steps back. High lunge, no rush. Find your feet, soft knees, strong center as you rise up. Stay for your exhale. Take another breath in. And then lateral stretch to your right. Just pause for a breath or two, find your center, scissor your feet toward one another. Inhale back through center, prayer, and lower your hands to your heart. Moving into reverse prayer twist, tipping forward, revolving to your right. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee, or open your twist. Pressing your right palm into your left palm to open the space of your chest. Return to your high lunge on your in-breath. Land in a warrior two on your out-breath. Anchor your heels, center your spine, and then a little squeeze to your left buttocks. Make contact with your breath. Reach your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, inhale, straighten your right leg, pivot your toes, setting up for wide-legged fold. Take a full breath, curl your heart high, and take a few breaths to fold. Aiming to lift the back of your pelvis up, tipping the front of your pelvis forward, so you fold with care. A little bend in your knees to assist if that feels best. And then release your hands forward just for a moment. Pause, feel the warmth travel down your arms as you just dangle here. And then fingertips to the floor, breathe your chest forward. Exhale, walk around to your right foot and step back to plank. Lower to your belly on your exhale. And sitting up for half bow on your left now, bending your left knee and either taking one or both hands to your foot or in that direction. Inhale to lift your left thigh, your right leg, kicking your foot into your hands. Take another breath in. Release, pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back, down dog splits. Core lunge, down dog splits, breathe in. Step to your hands for runner's lunge. Take a breath here, open your chest. And then exhale, flow, Skandasana to your right. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. On your exhale, Skandasana to your left. Straighten your right leg. Go once more over to your right just for a beat. Then turn and face the top of your mat and step up. Open on your inhale. Fold with your breath. Inhale, rise, come to stand. And then lower your hands to prayer. Take a moment to pause. Calm the rhythm of your breath. We've got our final standing flow now. We'll practice our balance. Going to step the feet just a smidge apart. Coming into chair pose, bend the knees, sitting low, arms high. Lifting your sitting bones toward your pelvis so you feel long through the low back. And then tee out your arms at shoulder height and we'll transition into eagle pose. Transfer your weight onto your right foot and wrap your left leg over your right. And here you can either tap the left toes to the floor or wrap the legs, hook your foot. If you're feeling wobbly, keep the left toes in touch with the ground, take your hands to prayer. If you're feeling steady, wrap your arms opposite to your legs, right arm over, left arm under. Then notice if you have space to sit a little lower in the legs, hug everything in to the midline, legs, arms. If you're feeling steady on an exhale, forward fold over the legs. Doing your best to balance on your right foot. On your inhale, unravel, lift your left knee up to your chest, reset if you need to. Then carefully step your left foot back into a high lunge. Reach your arms up. And then we'll flow. Take a breath in. Exhale, tee your arms out and twist to your right. Send your right arm back, left arm forward. Scissor your feet together. Inhale, return, high lunge. Warrior 2 on your exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then windmill your hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose, hold. And transition into your side or your version of side plank on your right. Balance on your right hand, spin your heels to your right, left arm up toward the ceiling. To modify, right knee to the floor for a gentler version. Return to plank and then lower to your belly. This time setting up for a bow variation, hands free, skydiver pose. Cactus your arms here, so bend the elbows, bend your knees as well, and then on an inhale lift your thighs, chest, arms. Then just pause to let your attention focus into your shape, your effort levels, the quality of your breath. And release. Slowly press back through child's pose. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Core lunge in the air. Down dog splits. Step your right foot to your hands for lizard pose now. Place your hands inside your right foot, soften your left knee down to the floor. And we're pausing here for a few calm breaths, opposed to land your breath into a slower cadence. And also your hips into a deeper opening now that you're warm. And you may wish to remain on your hands here, or you can explore another variation, coming down onto your left forearm, threading your left fingertips under the arch of your right foot, and then take your right hand around to your outer right ankle, just nudging your right shoulder underneath your right thigh. 5 slow, deliberate breaths. Easing your way up and reframe your right foot there, picking up your left knee, quietly step up to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. Come to stand on the wave of your in-breath. Hands to prayer at your heart center. Final round. Feet just a smidge apart, coming into chair pose. Motion your hips down and back, heavy your heels. And then tee out your arms at shoulder height, moving into eagle pose, Garudasana. Weight into your left foot. Wrap your right leg over your left. And take a version of eagle that helps you to feel steady, but also challenged and focused. Wrapping your arms, if you're taking that option, left arm over, right arm under. Folding forward, elbow tips to your knees. Be steady. Slowly coming up, keep balancing on your left foot, doing your best there. Inhale, lift your right knee to your chest. And then glide back into your high lunge. Right foot reaches back, steps back, arms reach up. Stay for a full cycle of breath in and out. Get steady. Then twist to your left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, return to your high lunge. Flowing now. Exhale, warrior two. Ground your right heel. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Step back to plank and pause. And moving into side plank Vashisthasana on your left side. Exhale, return to plank and lower with control to your belly. Final heart opener for our back bends here, full bow pose, or take a back bend that favours your body today. So for something more gentler, Sphinx pose, a low cobra, perhaps a locust, your choice. Just setting up, if you're following along, into bow, bend both your knees, reach back, hands to your feet, lifting in your shape wherever you're at. With your in-breath, pause for a few breaths. And then softly release. Take a few moments to ease your way back through child's pose. And downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale one time, core lunge. Or last time, inhale, down dog splits. And then step your left foot to your hands for lizard pose. Hands on the inside of your left foot. Tap your right knee to the floor. Just pausing here for a few calm breaths. Just option to deepen the sensation with your right forearm onto the floor, fingertips sliding under the arch of your left foot. If you took that version on the other side. And then easing your way up, reframe your left foot. Lift your right knee, and this time we're going to step through to take a seat, making your way there now in your own way. And as you arrive, you might like to have a folded blanket handy for our cool down and folds, propping it under your sit bones to elevate your seat. We'll set up for Janu Shirsasana, head to knee pose. Extend your right leg out straight, aiming your toes and your knees toward your knee toward the ceiling, and then bending your left knee, left foot to your inner upper right thigh. Inhale here, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, folding forward over your right leg, reaching your head and your heart forward, landing your hands. And then walking your hands back in, crossing your right shin in front of your left shin, and narrow the space of your knees. Alternatively, if it's available and you're familiar with it, double pigeon pose here, stacking your right shin over your left, like two fire logs. Again, on your inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, forward fold. And as you rest your hands forward, release. Try and spread the muscles of your hips. Practicing longer exhales to encourage your hips to relax, your body to soften.
Stepping your hands back in, coming upright and changing sides. Janu Shirshasana, left leg extends, toes flexed, right foot inseam of your left leg. Arms rise on your inhale, low back lifting, forward fold on your exhale, front of the pelvis tipping. Rising back up, coming into your final forward fold, either left shin in front of your right shin, just a loose cross with the legs at the middle shins, or double pigeon. Breathe your arms overhead, and then soft forward fold. And then easing your way back up, preparing for a metta or loving kindness meditation together. Feel welcome to stay upright if you prefer and you're comfortable, or come to rest down onto your back into Shavasana, gathering any additional layers or props you might like to have to bring yourself into a place of ease. Inviting yourself to settle now. In this metta meditation, we offer loving kindness towards ourselves and others. And just begin by taking a few slow breaths, allowing yourself to relax and settle into the moment. Breathing in and out deliberately and quite slowly. Letting go of whatever wants to release so you can feel open. Resting your attention softly on your heart center. And just breathe gently now. Sense your breath flowing into your heart. Repeating silently to yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease. And invite yourself now to sink into the intention and the meaning of these phrases with an open heart. Repeating to yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease. Now bring to mind someone who is close to you, who you care about deeply. See their face and all the detail. Imagine their warm embrace. Let's repeat the phrases for them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. As you repeat the phrases for your loved one, just imagine sending them waves of love and kindness from your heart. Feel a warmth and compassion flowing towards them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Expanding your circle of loving kindness to include all beings around you, your family, your friends, your neighbours, colleagues, even strangers. Repeat the following phrases for all beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease. And as you repeat these phrases, imagine your love and kindness radiating outwards, encompassing all beings in the world. Feel the interconnectedness, the shared humanity between yourself and others. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease. Linger here for the next minute or so. I'll be back to guide you back. And gently drawing your attention back to yourself. Take a moment to acknowledge the love and kindness you've cultivated. Recognize that practicing loving kindness, you're contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world. And start to move and stretch out, wriggle your fingers, perhaps roll your shoulders if you're upright. And if you're laying back, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor. And then roll out to your right side. Just as you're ready, gently open your eyes. And carry this sense of loving kindness with you throughout the rest of your day. Easing your way back up to sit. And thank you so much for joining me from your part of the world. Namaste.